All right, so I wanted to go back to what you and Air were talking about earlier this chapter, where it's about the races.
Okay.
If you notice, since Egghead has started, there's been a pattern going on for all of Pacifista, and it correlates to what Big Mom said back in Wano Country.
Okay,
So
Josh. All
essentially,
right.
all of Pacifista are based on Buccaneer DNA using Kuma. All the
Yes.
Seraphim are based on Lunarian DNA because of King. All this goes hand in hand with what Big Mom said. And if you look in the garden, I posted that there were three races missing from her country: the Buccaneers, the Lunarians, and the Giants. And it's
Yeah,
ironic
I
how
believe
all
so.
three of
Yes.
these races, yeah, how all three of these races are currently working for the world government.
Mm, I mean,
I think you're
what do
right
you
with
mean?
the
Wait, hold on.
race
Wait.
thing.
The Giants are? They have Giants, yes, but
Technically,
the
they work
Giants are working with them. Like they're not like a few Giants work with them, yeah, but not like a lot of them.
right. Some of them do, and that made me think: if this pattern continues, just like how we got the Seraphim, do you think there's a possibility they'll unveil a third Pacifista project, one that might involve a giant?
No, I don't think so. Because right now, unless Saturn could do it himself and he stays alive, come in the arc, I don't think so. Because the pacifists were made by Vegapunk and company, and then they have the Mark threes. I think it's gonna probably stop at that level for pacifists, the Mark threes. Or I guess we have that plus the Seraphim getting older and then getting stronger as time goes on. But that's really it because I think that's like the apex. Like they are what like the strongest humans, and that was the chapter title for the passive. I mean, for the Seraphim. I think that's gonna stop there with them, and then they're gonna get stronger as time goes on as they get older, and then that's gonna be like the max power of the Seraphim. I mean, Pacifista, the older Seraphim.
No,
That's
you
what I
said
said.
right, Seraphim. Okay, because I thought it was kind of ironic how, just like how Big Mom said those races were missing from her country, each one of them
Yeah,
was involved in a pacifista project. And I
in a
know you
way,
have that
yeah.
little Orange, I know you have that little Orange Junior theory, so I thought maybe it could tie back to him as well.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted the idea because it made. I thought it was cool as hell. I don't know if they're actually gonna do anything with Little Rose Jr. He could be just somewhere in a grave. I have no idea, somewhere in a ditch. But it feels like because they valued the giant body so much, they would do something with Little Wars Jr. Not just have him be lying there. They want to modify his body in some way so so they can control him. So that could be a project that they have on the side, or like let's say that could be a Saint Jay Garcia Saturn solo project, or it could be something of that sort. But maybe not a Vegapunk project, so it's like a Seraphim thing. That's be like its own different creation of some kind. Nothing involving the Seraphim.
Right. Okay, okay. I just wanted to share that theory with you, see what you thought about it.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
I got you.
let me ask you something, Cole, real quick.
Yeah.
So I cut this up while we was talking, right? So
Mm.
we can say we don't know how old the Gorosei really is, right? We know that
Mm.
they're
In
old,
a way. Yeah.
all right? Now, if we see this play out, we see that these people are attacking Jay Garcia Saturn, and nothing seems like to be working because he could regenerate. Is to say, right?
Mm.
So we seen that the person aside from Luffy, who is the next strongest person on this island?
Kizaru?
Kizaru.
Kizaru. We just seen exactly Kizaru laser beam. Well, we can't say it's not as strong probably as the original, but we seen that this beam, really didn't work on Jay Garcia Saturn, right? He just regenerated, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes to play with this ancient iron giant who's, this resources that powers it, we don't know just yet, right?
Mm.
And if we can say that Jay Garcia Saturn and Gorosei use ancient stuff to power they regenerate powers or the power that Jay Garcia is using right now, do you think the ancient iron giant can actually, counter whatever Jay Garcia Saturn power is right now? Like exploit what Jay Garcia Saturn and maybe the Gorosei power is when he awakened.
Um.
Are you saying like with like weaponry that the robot or is it like
Yes, like
okay, I see what you're
ancient
saying.
weaponry that the ancient Iron Giant may have can exploit Jay Garcia Saturn power, right? And I think that's one reason the Iron Giant is here right now because aside from Luffy, if we don't know yet, but that Toon stuff that Luffy got going on, maybe can work against Jay Garcia Saturn. But right now, the strongest person power, these laser beams, not even working on Jay Garcia Saturn right now. So it seemed that we have not seen anything that's going to really hurt Jay Garcia Saturn because he keeps regenerating.
Yeah,
He
because
keeps
earlier I remember I was saying like the damage might be superficial because it looks when he gets shot and then the arm and stuff, all that stuff gets broken off, and then you see the blood coming out his nose and ears and face and all. It's like, okay, the damage is meaningful
Yep.
if he regenerates and then he's still coughing up blood or whatever. But no, he regenerated, his arms are crossed and
Yeah,
clean.
He did.
It seems like it's a pattern. He keep regenerating, but this ancient giant might have a power or a resource that can counter.
No, yeah, I get
Jay
what you're
Garcia
saying.
pattern. You
Like it's
feel
gonna
me?
be like some kind of
they're
energy that
both
we've never
old.
seen or a weapon that just counteracts what they got going on.
Yes.
This stuff.
So like for me, I see what you're saying too, though I feel like it's probably best suited for Luffy rather than the ancient weapon itself, because there's a reason why the Gorosei are so afraid of the Nika ability. And I mean, again, they even said that making Kaido mad was a better option than having that power be used or awakening. So it kind of feels like the best thing is to have Luffy himself be in some way be able to like negate their main attribute, like their main immortality thing or something of that sort. And then the ancient robot would be the overpowered, like dominant force that would crush the Buster Call. Because like the world knows that maneuver as like a genocidal like termination switch where like you wipe out everything in the whole country with battleships and you just like raise hell. O'Hara was a key sign of that, and also we saw with the NES lobby, indiscriminate attack, destroy everything in sight. So kind of feels like
you know, it actually looked pretty crazy when I got to see the attack from the ancient weapon or whatever the thing is that to blow up the island. Like the anime makes it looks crazy. Like just for anime purposes of how destructive that weapon is. That shit look crazy.
It is.
Yeah,
it does.
There.
You talking about the Mother Flame?
Yeah, bro. It was like to me, it's like
Yeah.
it was like a Dragon Ball Z character would be in there fighting, like just doing this. I'm like, damn, this. Is
it looked hella good
Like
in
multiple
the anime.
Kamehamehas just dropping
Like right, like Death Rays, like Broly powered up, and he has like, these orbs, and they're just flying everywhere. Yeah,
bro. I was thinking, I was like,
damn,
bro,
bro,
this shit is crazy. Emu is not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Speaking of Mother Flame, what do you guys actually feel that can counter Mother Flame right now?
Counter?
As of right now, nothing.
I think Mother Flame has a power output that's limited, which is why they want York. So because of that, if someone can exploit that power limit output, then that's one way to combat it. But you just have to be.
Because I would say, like in principle, because like no one was strong on that island. So outside of Sabo, but Sabo was too late to react to it. So it kind of feels like we have to wait and see how this thing actually works with against stronger people. So like in theory, ancient weapons like Poseidon or Uranus or Pluton can match it if it's not, let's say, one of those things, and maybe other strong fighters or people like would actually work on someone like Kizaru or someone like Garp the same way. Could Garp like
or
reflect a lot of those?
Bartolomeo.
Right, yeah. So like we have to see how it works against.
Yeah.
Like could Barto block a lot of it, shit like that. So we have to kind of figure.
I'm actually
about,
pretty interested
how that works out
in the design of what it is gonna look like. Because to be firing off all these massive beams and stuff like this, I just got a feeling it's gonna be like some little small thing. Like it's gonna be something just different.
You know what's crazy about it? Like the way the atmosphere turned green when it started to like get all windy. I wonder if there's any like correlation to like Dragon's ability to the Mother Flame ability, because Vegapunk, all his friends, he kind of mimic what they have. So with the Pacifistas taking Kizaru's light ability, and then
these were the weapons used to beat. These were the weapons used to beat Nika, right?
Well, I don't know if they were there to beat Nika. They might have been there
not
to
too sure.
the population.
Yeah,
we don't know if probably Nika used them. We really don't know just yet.
Oh no, but I think Nika is like.
No, you good. I was about to say, in my mind, I just think crazy shit to beat somebody who's warping reality, like. So a weapon like that, but it's like for him, I don't know. He's dodging.
I don't know. I feel like Jay Saturn is the equivalent of Orochi in the sense like they have an OP power. They're not necessarily an OP fighter, but they have a power that's enough to make them hard to kill. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, like
So
a game fighter.
But I
yeah, it's just
guarantee
like, you know.
I guarantee Emu's gonna be a combatant. A lot of people think Emu's not gonna be able to, like, people think
I
Emu's
think
just gonna be
Marcus
on
Smart is
hats,
going to be
but
a
I think
combatant.
Emu's gonna be able to
You know,
fight pretty good.
I'm
I
glad
think
that
Marcus
Ant-Man
Smart is going to
came
be
out
a.
with it just by me putting him number 1.
All
Mother
right, so
of
listen,
Flame.
lads. I need to go head out. It's time. I mean the dip, the burst.
Yeah, same as me.
All right.
All
So
right,
everyone,
Well,
I'm gonna see
thanks
you
for
guys
the
when I
stream.
see you. No doubt. Good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see you guys probably on the next one next week. All right.
Appreciate
Alright,
that,
be safe
man.
out here.
Thank you,
All
man.
right.
Dude.
Be easy.
Like-
Easy.
All right, chat. That is it for today's stream. Let me see one last thing real quick. Let me get some. If I got to some doors, I missed some. M Rose. I went back and watched the Big Mom story. One of the orphans with her has the exact same mask as the one of the God Knights. Yeah, that I actually remember too. But I don't know that guy's him or not. I don't think so. I think actually the timeline doesn't match. Because Big Mom was on the island, and this guy was there too. I mean, maybe they had a meeting. Who knows? Who knows, right? King BC, the way people talk about Ulti makes you realize why Yamato is so high on your list. Oh my god. Ulti's high as fuck on my list, because she's bae. She really is bae. It's ridiculous. Judah Ban over here, Kolu, appreciate you, tier 1. Kuzenbo, I see you. That thing with Verth fit with Bonnie's words in this chapter? Do they? With verse? What Bonnie's words? Actually, I'll think about it later. I'll look it up later. Minyo, I'm calling it now. Kizaru will be going rogue after I get. Oh, that we got to earlier, and I'm saying hell to the no. Last don't know. Hansfield chat again. I know you touched on it briefly, Cole, and I know what your answer will be to it, but I want to still ask, which of the big 3 are the fastest, and who are the slowest? Which of the big 3 are the fast? Oh, you mean One Piece. Oh no, you mean One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. Which of the big 3 are the fastest? I know there's a lot of dialogue about certain characters in the pre-time skip in Naruto being like light speed, but the problem is that it's countered by the post-time skip stuff and data book stuff too, and also the characters stay in the like Mabui, like what Mabui talks about how like characters that move at light speed take a physical damage to their bodies if their bodies aren't physically strong enough. So it feels like there's a lot of confusion about Naruto speed based on Kishimoto's interpretation of what light or lightning can be. Like, lightning speed was a big deal to Itachi, but I know that in the data books, they say that Killer Bee and Raikage can move at light speed for like their attack, their combo attack. But at the same time, they'll say that Raikage moves at lightning speed in his data book. So it's like, what the fuck? But it's too inconsistent outside, let's say, Madara's attack. He does the, what's it called? The Senpo. The Senpo, I forgot what it's called. The laser beam mouth thing. That's probably light speed. Like guaranteed. And then let's say maybe in the past some characters were light speed, but they're like chakra light speed, because chakra light and regular light aren't the same light speed. Because lightning chakra and lightning are 2 different speeds. So Kakashi's lightning speed, check, but lightning also almost tagged Itachi when Itachi, like what was it? I think even Zetsu says, like, lightning impossible to dodge. And again, in the data book for the Raikage, they say he's lightning speed. But then he does the combo attack with Killer Bee and he's light speed. It's like, what the fuck? It's just too consistent. And again, according to Mabui's rule, if being teleported at the speed of light takes too much of a physical toll on your body, unless you have a physique that can actually match the third Raikage and then some. It's too inconsistent with Bleach. So I would say not Bleach, Naruto. So Naruto, I actually say is probably outside of, let's say, moderate shit. I'll probably say light speed and beyond is. Okay, I'll just say One Piece. Fuck it, because I'm thinking about it too much. I'm trying to go to bed. I mean, I'm trying to do stuff. I'll just say One Piece for the time being, because One Piece has way more consistent light feats, and more characters claim light speed compared to Naruto or Bleach. Like a lot more. A lot more. And also you have Future Sight too, where it's essentially speaking. Oh, what was this? Oh, Vice. I see you mentioned. I see you mentioned my subscription. You did? Okay, I see you. Okay, but yeah, I would say, because there are ways that people try and upscale the power or just like the speed of certain characters to like these crazy levels, which you can do that. But I try and think about it more in terms of what is the most consistent perspective on what the character can do. And in Naruto, it's inconsistent as hell, but I think it more leads toward the idea that certain characters are not light speed up until you get to Naruto's form in a certain point in time, like at the end game of the story. Now for Bleach, I think I could be wrong on this one, but I think Lilibaro, his attacks are light speed lasers or like light speed orbs or some shit like that, because they're like God's light or some of that sort. And I think Lilibaro is light speed for his stuff in some respects. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this requires more thought, but whatever. I'm gonna say One Piece and call and keep pushing, because Future Sight and way more consistent light speed stuff compared to Naruto or Bleach, way more. Especially recently. There we go. Hey, I have a question for you, King. By the way, I'm from Hicksville, New York. No, don't dox yourself. Chill. Originally, I don't know if you know that. Anyway, I don't need to know that. Trust me. Anyway. What do you think Vegapunk meant the true meaning of a Buccaneer race? I think they are originally from a different world or reality, therefore react to Drum's liberation. Remnants. I think they originally from the Buccaneers are from a different reality, and therefore react to the Drum's liberation remnants of Jorbo's art. That's in. I don't think it's like that. I'll be surprised if it was like that. If it is, cool, but I think it could relate to hockey, where they have innate will in them, and therefore innate stronger hockey, some of that sort. But I don't think it, I mean, because it feels like if they're from a different dimension, then they wouldn't be able to consume different powers. That's what I feel, personally speaking. But Kuma has a power. A race from a whole different dimension. Yeah, I don't think so. I see what you're saying, but I think the different dimension thing probably just ties to Nika and maybe the underworld. That's really it. I won't go as far as like people from other planes of existence come from, like those are the Buccaneers. I doubt that. I definitely do. If that's the case, then fair enough, fine. But I doubt it. And then it may tie to Joy Boy, because I think Joy Boy himself was a Buccaneer himself. I think he was a Buccaneer. Yeah. In fact, this ability of the Buccaneers could, wherever this is, it could tie to Joy Boy himself, where like Joy Boy could give his whole race Buccaneer, the Buccaneer, some unique power of some kind. But I'd also imply that, let's say the Drum's liberation, that would imply that the robot is also tied to the Buccaneers too, because the robot activated via the drum's liberation. I'm not too sure. There's a lot there. Imagine Buccaneer having a baby with a Lunarian. Jesus. Or a Fishman or a Giant. Shit, dude. All right. But yeah, that is... I won't go as far as to say another dimension, but I can see their powers, their race, having a natural ability that ties to maybe hockey or some other unique power. That's what I'd say, because I don't know how else that can make Kuma move when he should be a vegetable. You know what I'm saying? Whichever team were you rooting for, we can Bills. That's right. Holy fuck, I need some food. But that's it. Maybe Elbath and the Tree of Yggdrasil has gateways to other planets, but I don't think Oda's going to go directly in alternate dimensions like that. I think that Oda's keep things vague because the powers from the dimension could be more so imagination, more so dreams, those sort of things. Not necessarily an actual alternate plane of reality, like an alternate Earth of some kind. Or maybe the underworld, but that's really it in terms of alternate planes of existences that people can, let's say, go to. That's what I would say for the time being. Not like there's an alter Earth or alter whatever planet they're called, and then they can go there, and then people can migrate from that place to this place. I need to see a lot of information for that, for damn sure, without a damn doubt. The door dimension. Oh boy, shit. Like there's a mirror world, but it's actually like a whole fucking planet. Or it's like the Sing Sing world, but it's like, okay, shit, dude. Oh boy. Film Red did do that when it comes to creating alternate dimensions. Not to say that, so that would imply that, let's say, you could gather power. Like, I would assume that infinite energy sounds extra dimensional in some way, in my personal opinion. But he's saying that people already live in another plane of existence. And these people, the Buccaneers, they migrated from that plane of existence, that reality, to this one. That's a much stronger claim for full-bore alternate dimensions than just you can create one within a power, or you can siphon power from another dimension of some kind. You see what I'm saying? So did the Odyssey... Really? I haven't played Odyssey. So, but maybe, but I have to look at it. See, that one, I have to look into one. All right, I do, because I'm gonna say no on that one, but I'm gonna say no on that one. I'm gonna just say no. Okay, possible, maybe, but I need to see more information for that, for damn sure. One Piece to be doing different, yeah. Okay, fair enough. You're right about that. Okay, that's it, boys.